Judging by the color, you can tell they are all top-notch wild specimens. Alas, young friend, aren't you picking sesame seeds while losing a watermelon? What's wrong? You are clearly being deceived, yet you still go out to buy a box and put it in there. Are you saying that my ginseng and reishi are fakes?
Not exactly fake, but looking at the quality, it's clearly treated with sulfur, and those roots obviously cultivated artificially. I'm willing to bet that both of those things combined will be 1,000 yuan at best, and not nearly as much as what I'm buying. Mine is genuinely wild, you know. Look, I knew you'd say that. Nowadays, these black-hearted merchants take artificially cultivated ginseng, insist that it is wild ginseng, and then sell it at a high price, so you lose a lot of money. According to you, then I am really losing money. Truly unfortunate, young man. Judging by your appearance, you don't seem like a wealthy person either. It's hard for me to bear the thought of you being deceived. Here's the deal. Whatever amount you paid, I'll take it at the original price. This way, you can avoid any loss. Are you sure? Yeah, consider it as a good deed. Because our whole family believes in Buddhism. That's good sentiment. These two items combined are also just. It costs 10 million. Write me a check. What did you say? It costs 10 million yuan. Now do you still think my stuff is fake? Your basic skills are really lacking. You should go back home and practice some more.
You're a real pain in the ass. Just tell me what you need. Why do you have to come here all the way by yourself?
I've grown some traditional Chinese medicine herbs, and I want to give them to my future father-in-law. Can you help me take them back and give them to your dad?
You have such a sweet mouth. Is there anything you want to eat? I'll take you out for a meal. This one's on me. Yesterday my mom called me and said you credited me with the achievement of obtaining crucial information from the Hua family, so I have to treat you to a meal as well. I can't let you go unrewarded for your efforts.
That's a yes from Auntie Shin. This isn't a big deal. It's just something I should do.
By the way, I heard that your company is planning to engage in poverty alleviation.
How come you're so well informed?
Because the person in charge of that area happens to be my grandfather's student.
So that's how it is.
Do you really want to help them lift themselves out of poverty?
What else? If I didn't have such intentions, why would I go there and endure all that hardship? Give me one of each of these signature dishes. Okay.
But I feel that this matter will be very difficult. I admit you're very intelligent and capable, but the difficulty is indeed quite high.
Giving someone a fish is not as good as teaching them how to fish. No matter how difficult it is, I have to do it. I must help them remove the label of poverty. Hey.
Since you have such strong determination to accomplish things, why didn't you stay at Shanghai? Why did you go to another place? Is it because there's a girl you like over there?
Get that unhealthy thought out of your head. I'm going there simply because the place is impoverished, that's all. If I can truly help them overcome poverty with my own abilities, it's something worth boasting about.
Is it because ordinary tasks no longer pose a challenge to you, so you've decided to engage in poverty alleviation?
It can be interpreted that way.
Then I won't involve myself much either. You go ahead and do your thing. Just don't get me in trouble or I'll have to cover for you.
Understood.
Did you not go to Huanchi village? Have you already finished your work so quickly?
The finishing touches are done in the shed. Once I'm done, I came back for you.
Thank you, Mr. Lin. Now that there's nothing more going on over at Huanchi village, what's your next plan?
I came over to tell you that I'm planning to go to Dong County for poverty alleviation.
You're going for poverty alleviation?
Why so surprised? It's not that big of a deal.
The main reason is that the nature of this matter is very special, and it requires a strong sense of responsibility and perseverance. Plus, the work isn't easy either. I'm genuinely concerned that you might find it challenging to handle.
Rest assured, you already know about my physical fitness. I can do 200 push-ups with you, on my back, so I'm not afraid of these challenges. Do you support my decision to go?
Of course I support you. If you marry a chicken, you follow the chicken. If you marry a dog, you follow the dog. As long as it's not against the law, I'll support you. Well, I've already saved up enough money anyway, so I won't starve no matter what the next half of my life looks like.
That's what I love to hear.
So when do you plan to leave?
How about tomorrow? I'll take you for a stroll in the afternoon, and then I'll leave.
I'll give you credit for having a bit of conscience. I'll go to work now. You've been out all this time, and finally, you can spare some time to accompany me.
Sure, I can also catch up with my college roommates during that time. Mr. Sun, I've noticed that you've been sitting restlessly all morning. Did you get dumped or something? Your mood doesn't seem great. I don't even have a girlfriend. So what love am I losing? He's the senior in our dormitory. He came to visit us today. We haven't seen each other for several years after graduation. We're planning to meet up for a meal later. Are you really that excited? From your enthusiasm, I thought your girlfriend had arrived, but it turns out it's just your roommate. Who said it isn't? Let's get this straight. If your girlfriend comes, I'll give you 3 days off, but if your roommate comes, you don't get that, haha. You too, stop pretending here. When my boss arrives, he'll definitely scare you to death. Let me tell you, my boss is extremely wealthy. His villa is worth over $1 billion, and he even has his own private terminal. You guys are nowhere near his league. Crap, is that for real? So rich? Are you just bragging? I've never heard anything like that from you before. You guys really don't believe it. My other roommate, who went to Zongi before, actually saw it with his own eyes. There's no way it could be fake. What's your dormitory leader doing in Yuhang City? Is he here to discuss projects? I don't know about this. I guess I won't be involved. With his status and wealth, even the smallest project would be in the hundreds of millions. Son, your buddy is my buddy too. Why don't I arrange this meal today? What do you think? Our company's current development prospects are quite promising, but if we want to expand our scale, we need to secure financing. Can we take advantage of this opportunity to establish a connection with your boss and potentially secure some investment? Hold on, stop, let's not talk about that. You can't say it like that. Each thing has its own considerations. I'll prepare a proposal by that time. If he thinks it's feasible, he can invest, otherwise, we'll drop the idea. You just play the role of connecting and facilitating. The rest of the process will be conducted professionally. Playing matchmaker is fine, but don't expect me to speak highly of you. Don't worry about that. We'll use our strength to speak and won't engage in any underhanded tactics. Hey boss, have you arrived yet? I'm downstairs at your company, come down quickly.